So the Hellcat finally has South Carolina license plates. Finally, waiting for a while, and it is official. No more Illinois. It's going to South Carolina. Now I seen past video with the Hellcat where a lot of people are like, man, why does he still have Illinois license plate? Well, there's a lot to talk about with that, why it's taken so long. I've lived here in South Carolina since April, and it's been a big battle to get this car registered here in the state. So let's get it home, and then we can sit down, we talk all about what's all been going on, because it's a very, very, very interesting story with getting these plates. And these aren't going to stay as what the plates are for the car. I got the form. I'm getting personal plates. If you haven't seen my Jeep SRT, I have nothing to hide because the license plate's Sea Doo and I own Sea Doo, so it's Sea Doo. So, woo. I got this one because I got the other standard plate. It was like, in God we trust. So I got this colored one because I was like, I'm going to put a whole wall of stuff, and I'm not even going to have this plate for probably not even a month. And then my personal plate, once I fill it out, will be whatever the Hellcat becomes. And it'll be a cool thing. That's why I haven't wanted one of these. So I'm like, hey, I'll just get the other one instead of having two of the same ones. And I'll know, well, this one's from the Hellcat, the other one's from the Jeep, the old plates. So, yeah, it's exciting. I am like, I can't believe it. And I'll get later in the video because there's a reason why you've not seen a Hellcat in a lot of videos. It's because, yeah, let's get it home. I'll tell all about it because it's a crazy story. All right, saying goodbye to this Illinois plate. Not ever going to be having a plate in that state again. Let's get it removed. All right, so I got this Chemical Guys Swift Wipe Waterless Car Wash. So it's a, if you can see, it's a little dirty there. Car's a little dirty, so I want to, well, look at this. It's like imprinted with the number behind there. So I'm going to wipe this down, clean it right around here before I put the new plate in. There we go, sprayed it down. Got another little towel right here. Give it a good old wipe. You got the little graphics of the carbon fiber stripes. Make sure it's all clean. Clean around there, dry it good. Man, it's been a long wait for this. Let's clean that reverse camera up. All right, let's put these South Carolina plates on. Line her up, tighten the screws. Got to use both hands for this. All right, got it on, so now I just have to tighten it. And I can do this one-handed. There we go. All right, plates on. Thing sounds insane. All right, so let's get down what's all going on. Why is the Hellcat not been in the channel a lot? Why has it had Illinois plates for so long and I've been living in the state of South Carolina? So let's make a long story short. So I think a month before I moved down here from Illinois down here to South Carolina, what I found out, that was a couple months before. So basically I had to renew my plates in Illinois, probably 4 months, couple months, whatever it was, a couple months. So Illinois, you could renew your plate for not a full year. So I did that because I was like, well, I'm not going to live there for a full year, and there's laws here in South Carolina. You got to, register your car within 30 days, whatnot. So I was like, well, let's not do all this. And I think I didn't even do a full year. That's even before my house had an offer on it. I just knew that I'd be out of there beforehand, that I wanted to live down here. So what happened is when I went there to get the sticker in Illinois, I found out that this is a coupe, not a minivan. The dealership in Illinois, where I got the car from, put down the title saying it's a minivan. So it was saying it was a Dodge Caravan minivan. This is a Challenger Hellcat. It's a big old freaking mess up. So I called the dealership. They said they were going to take care of it, and I had nothing to worry about it. So I came down here to live down here, and then go to register the car. Well, let's rewind just a tad here. So I ended up leasing this car, 3-year lease, which is the smartest thing to do, because if you look at anything that Dodge has done with the Challengers, this is a 2017. We're now on the 2019 models. I mean, you got the Hellcat Red Eye that's like 100 something more horsepower than this. They're constantly changing, and to me, if you physically paid cash for this car or you financed it, the thing would depreciate so fast that it would be pointless. The nice thing when you lease a car is here I think it's 1,000 miles a month, so 3 years, 36 months, so 36,000 miles on it. And at the end of the lease, I'm done with it. During the part of the lease, if I wanted to sell the car, there's a certain payout, and it changes every month, that I could sell the car or I could buy the car. There's a lot more playing options, and when you're financing a car, there isn't no play. So basically it was like, a great deal getting this car. So that's the route I went, and probably in the future, because like my Jeep, I financed that. I think in the future of any cars I own, I am only going to lease cars from now on. 1,000 miles a month is a pretty reasonable amount of miles. It's a smart thing to do. So if you're looking into getting, a Challenger, Charger, Scat Pack, Hellcat, look at leasing, because it's half the lease is half of what you'd be financing a car. Very smart decision. So what screwed me is when I came here to this state, you have to pay taxes on your automobile every year. So I went to go pay the taxes for this year, and then went to the DMV, and they go, when you lease a car, you have to have a copy of the title. Well, I didn't have a copy of the title, so then I checked with the company I'm leasing from, and it was still saying it was a minivan. So you couldn't fix it. So it took 7 months, 8 months calling them to get this fixed. And just 2 days ago, I finally got the title in the mail to me that I could get this car registered. And I've been patiently waiting, calling 2 to 3 times a month to get a response, putting it on, saying they're doing it. It didn't end up being done, and it's finally done. Which kind of screws is you couldn't have been driving the car, which I have been semi-driving the car. I'll be honest. That's also too why you've not seen a lot of videos with the car, because it was taking a risk every time driving the car, because my plates from Illinois versus the month was past due. I won't say how much. You probably could see one from shots of when I was filming. So basically, it was really screwed. So I was like, here I got a 700 plus horsepower car, can't ever drive it. And now it's fall here, which is still like, 50 something, 50, 60 degrees, so you can't complain. But it basically had all summer living down here that I couldn't really drive the car all the time. Rarely ever. Or let alone filming it. That's why if you look back at all my videos, there's not a lot of videos. Cool thing is it's all squared away right now. I'm getting personal license plates too. I won't say what it is or what. Well, I won't know until I fill it out, and if I get it in the mail, it should take less than a month. So we'll see what happens with that. But that's kind of what is going on with this car. And the thing that's aggravating is the dealership that I originally purchased or leased the car through, they're under new ownership in Illinois, and the new ownership, so they had no care of helping me out with this. So basically, it was the company I'm leasing with and they dragged it on super long. Now let's get what the most aggravating thing was. So I paid the year or taxes on the car. So like Illinois, the state I used to live in, when you bought a car, you pay the taxes once you're done. You just have to renew your sticker, but you're stuck doing like emissions and all this other nonsense. Here in this state, there's no emissions, but what they get you on is taxes on your automobile. Here, property taxes are so cheap. So like the only way the state's really making money is like income taxes, property tax, barely anything with that, and then automobile tax. So by how much your car is worth, it's what they're taxing you on. It changes every year. And I think the Jeep, I have to look back, I think the Jeep SRT was more money than the Hellcat. Or was one or the other. No, I don't remember, because the Jeep's 2016, this is 2017. So anyways, I had to go there, went to the DMV yesterday. I was going to film it, luckily I didn't. So I went to the DMV half an hour before they closed. They said you have to go back to this other department at the county to fix the taxes on the car. So I go back there, had to pay $375 more than what I already paid for the year, because it was 6 months ago that I paid the taxes on this. So they had to credit me, and then I had to pay more. So actually I paid more money, and I wasn't able to even drive the car, which was like super aggravating. And then my old plates, my Sea Doo has a personal plate, so I thought my old South Carolina plate, I could use that and save some money. No, they won't let you use that. So it was like $305 to get plates and register the car, which, who cares, Could be worse, but the car has the plates on it. This is a little short story. Why are you not seeing the Hellcat? And now you're going to see it all the time now, because now I got South Carolina plates. I can drive the car every single day and don't have to be worried about getting pulled over because I have expired plates. So I'm super excited. And this is about the end of the video, but I'll definitely tell you, if you're in the market getting a sports car, muscle car, look at leasing first, because the nice thing is, I never got this car planning I was going to have it for a long time. Technology is changing so much. I mean, you have like all these European manufacturers coming out with electric cars. You got Germany, by 2025, all cars in that state will be required to be electric, to be sold in there. Electric's the future. The sad thing is, this is a dying breed, and it's exciting to get to have owning this, and another check off the list of cars I've owned. But the reality is, who knows? Maybe at the end of the lease, I might buy the car. In a year's time, I like to see what comes out automobile-wise, and kind of go. It matters, because the cool thing is when you lease the car at the end, you could get a better deal owning the car at the end than if you were financing the car. So that all kind of makes an effect. I wouldn't say I'm for sure not going to own the Hellcat after when the lease ends, but most likely probably not. I mean, I don't know. But we'll see what happens. But man, it's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be back in with another one. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Peace out.